This is the S&P 500 SPDR ETF SPY one-day reading for March 24th, 2025. It's currently March 16th, 2025, 6:32 p.m. Eastern Time. SPY at the time of this reading, $562.81. That's USD. And the shuffle video for the March 24th reading was created on February 21st, 2025 at 8:24 p.m. Eastern Time. So what I'll cover in this video is the overall trend direction and chart behavior for the day. We're going to get into the timing of the highest high and the lowest low, as well as what trades to make. And I'll also give you the hour-by-hour sequence of chart events. But understand, it's the sequence of chart events that's most important to follow. In some cases, you'll need to give the timing plus or minus an hour or two of wiggle room. A lot of the cases, you won't need to give it wiggle room at all. But there will be cases like that. And in cases like that, it's the sequence of chart events as outlined by the prediction that you want to pay closest attention to. This is why I don't recommend trading this information, because it takes a lot of practice to be able to see that stuff clearly. And there's live Discord day trade alerts for SPY as part of our early access subscription. That's where it's up to date. These are really a guide of what we expect will happen. That's where you get the up-to-date trades. So I'll show you guys how to get that at the end of the video. Before I get started, though, I just want to make sure you're aware the whole purpose of the channel is to transmute some of the competitive energy of the stock market into goodwill. You do that by following through on the rule of karma. 5% of all profits should be donated forward to one of these charities. 5% of all profits should be donated back to the channel through one of these things. It leaves you at 90%. Make sure to follow those rules of karma. The universe is going to send it back to you tenfold for following through. Not to mention, if you do that regularly, you definitely get my attention. Blessings to all my angel investors. Let's get into it. All right, so the overall theme for the 24th, we have a nullified sun card. So there's likely to be some sort of rally that is made irrelevant by chart behavior afterwards. Interesting. Behavior around the high side, we have a notable peak that'll stand out. Probably after reaching some sort of low, there'll be like a new high that forms. In some cases, the abundance card in the high significator position can indicate like a highest high, but sometimes it's just like a new high after making lows. Behavior around the lowest low, we have a decline from a crest, a near overbought crest through multiple support levels into the low, and I advise to trade around a decline that increases with momentum moving forward in time. In the pre-market, we have a period of volatility and a sharp drop that'll stand out in that period of volatility. It looks like we have a peak right at the open. This is likely to be a great exit for if we open up a long position here midday, or maybe we open up a partial. If there was a lowest low thus far around 11 o'clock and then added to it midday after this move here, should have been more decline. Either way, you'd want to get into a long position if you're doing a swing trade, and you'd likely close out of that right at the open. I'm advised not to chase any move at the open. You just get out for that profit, and then there should be a sharp drop from a day's high there. Sideways fluctuating rally preceding a sharp drop from a day's high. And then that's followed by a fast sudden move higher between roughly 10 and 11, sideways rotation, big move higher, more sideways rotation between roughly 11 and 12, and then from a peak, which shouldn't be as high as the peak from the morning, but from a peak around 12 o'clock, there should be a sideways fluctuating decline, a decline that increases with momentum. A decline increasing with momentum moving forward in time, but it's a little tricky. So I'd open up a partial long here with this decline. And then if we go lower, you would add to that long. If we go higher, you might even close out it along here with a breakout into a high around 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. But that's if we have a breakout from a high into a high around 2 o'clock, there's likely to be a decline, a sharp decline after that into a low for the day between 2 and 3 with sideways rotation and a sharp drop that stands out within that period of sideways rotation between roughly 3 and the close. At the close, likely to be a resistance level highlighted that we failed to break through many times before. And the sneak preview for the following day, move higher through key resistance. We stay above it briefly, break back down through it shortly thereafter with a full retracement. So my money's on a low at the end of the day there, or close. In either case, you could probably close out. If you could close out of the long position there, I would do it right around 2 o'clock with that breakout to a high. And if you don't, you're going to have to hold it until the highs here towards the afternoon session on the 25th, and that'll be after some decline. But those are the best trades I see. That's SPY for March 24th, 2025. We're definitely behind posting these guys, but even so, if you had early access on our website, Tarot for Traders, you would have been able to see this post as early as the 17th. The way that you get early access, you go to our website, Tarot for Traders, hover over Order Now, click on Subscriptions. Early access subscription is our intro subscription. This is $100 a month. It's significantly underpriced for what you're getting out of. I made that back times 20 in just a few trades last week. In any case, early access gives you the earliest access to any of our public posts that come out on YouTube. They come out on this early access channel first. It gets you access to the live stream questions where you can ask questions all throughout the week and they're answered on the next available live stream. It gets you the SPY day trade alerts and swing trade alerts in real time. It gets you the chat channel so you can ask all the questions you want about it. And it gets you access to the to the live trading view chart links where we actually draw entries and exits for day trades and for swing trades. And you can see for the most part, this month we've been on point with these moves. I'm trying to find one that we see. Here's one where we were off. We gray them out. Here's one where we were off. All these were right, though. So most of the time we're right. We're not right all the time. That's why I show you those gray ones. But super, super underpriced. And these are game-changing services. You should not be trading this information without these services, my friends. And with these services, you also get oh, yeah, well, that's pretty much it. That's for early access, but that's still a lot. So much love to everybody watching. Thanks for watching and supporting the channel. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. As always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. Blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys on the next one.